Today on Judge Faith, this ex-roommate says he should have checked himself before paying in cash.
Initially, John had told us that he just sent cash to the mail and it must have gotten intercepted.
I didn't really think it was that big of a deal. I didn't know at the time. I was kind of stupid.
Okay, and do you do all your transactions in cash?
Generally, yes.
There are only 3 types of people that deal in all cash: drug dealers, pimps, and strippers. Now, you want to tell me you're one of the 3?
And later, Judge Faith breaks down a wall brick by brick.
It looked like they'd been unearthed from someone else's yard or from a salvage yard. Okay, one look, I said, you're not putting this stuff in my yard.
Well, let me ask you a question. What bricks are in her yard? I'm trying to understand.
Faith Jenkins. Her distinguished legal career began when she graduated first in her law school class. She quickly became a tough New York City prosecutor and then a preeminent legal analyst on cable news. And now she's the judge in her own courtroom. Her cases are real and her rulings are final. She is Judge Faith. Plaintiffs Jacob Sachs and Robert Hennon are suing their former roommate for unpaid rent, utilities, and damage to their vehicle. Defendant Jonathan Hill says he paid the defendants in cash for the back rent, and now he owes them nothing.
Remain seated and come to order. Court is now in session. The Honorable Judge Faith Jenkins presiding. Your Honor, we have Sachs Hennon versus Hill.
Thank you, Barbara. Jacob Sachs
Yes.
and Robert Hennon.
Yes.
You are suing the defendant Jonathan Hill for $4,768. You say he owes you for unpaid rent and utilities and damage to your car, Mr. Sachs?
Yes.
Okay, and you don't have a countersuit, right?
I do not.
Okay. Why don't you tell me what's going on? How do you know the defendant?
We lived with him for slightly over a year, almost a year and a half, and we eventually had to have him removed from the lease due to non-payment issues.
Okay, and it was the 3 of you
Yep.
on the lease?
Yes.
Okay, do you have a copy of the lease?
I do.
May I see it? What was the agreed upon arrangement for the rent?
The rent was to be split evenly 3 ways, making a total of $995 a month, which is roughly $332 per person per month.
Okay, and what month and year did the lease start?
October 2012.
So when did the problems first start happening?
I think it was about February that we started receiving notices in the mail that we had past rent due, and me and Jake didn't understand that because both of us had been paying our rent.
Okay.
And initially, John had told us that he just sent cash to the mail and it must have gotten intercepted.
Okay.
So then we told him not to do that again, and then he did that 2 more times, or so he says. And that's when we started to get concerned that he might be intentionally not paying rents and telling us that he was paying rents.
Okay, so what was going on with you?
Nothing. You know, I sent money through the mail the first time. I didn't really think it was that big of a deal. I didn't know at the time. I was kind of stupid. But after they told me to stop, I actually started paying Robert to pay my rent for me. I didn't have a bank account, so I was having him...
Hold on a second. So you're saying that you were sending your money the first time you sent cash in the mail?
Yes.
To the landlord to pay your rent?
That is correct.
And he did not get the cash?
That is correct.
Okay, and you don't know why he didn't get the money?
No.
It's not because you didn't send it?
That is correct.
Okay, go ahead.
After that, I started paying Robert in cash to make checks out for me to pay the landlord. If he was failing to pay the landlord from the checks that he was writing, or if he was just writing the check in front of me and then tearing it up after I left his room, I don't know.
So according to you, you owe no back rent at all?
I owe 0.
Okay, do you have any evidence that he was not paying rent?
Yeah, I mean, I have a ledger from our landlord that shows all of us paying rent, and his name is just missed on many, 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 many months.
Barbara, would you hand me the evidence, please? And
This
the
was-
ledger as well?
Is that
The letter
only
was-
page of it?
Yeah, it's front and back.
Okay, so what I'm looking at now is a letter addressed to you, Mr. Hill, from the landlord. Do you recall getting a letter from the landlord that you owed $1,344 in rent?
Yes, I do.
Okay, and what did you do when you received this letter?
I got $1,500 in cash together and I handed it to Robert.
That is not true.
Did he give you $1,500 in cash?
No, he did not. I've been
Do you
waiting
have
for
proof
him
that
to
you
give
gave
me
him
some.
cash?
I did
Because
not.
I have proof that you owe $1,500 in back rent. And so when you come into court and you tell me, oh, I paid it all in cash, Judge, I paid it all in cash, as a way to sort of circumvent the fact that I'm going to ask you, do you have proof of it? You're going to say no, because I have cash. That's a little convenient.
It does seem a little convenient. However, I trusted in their friendship. We were friends at the time. I didn't think that he was going to screw me over.
So you took $1,500 in cash. You took $1,500 in cash.
Yes,
and
ma'am.
gave it to him after you received this letter.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so you told me before that you missed August, September, and October. When did you pay that money back?
As soon as I was able to. I believe that was in either late October or early November.
And you paid that back in cash, according to you?
Yes.
And who did you give that to?
I gave it to Robert.
Okay, and do you do all your transactions in cash?
Generally, yes.
And where do you get the money from? You have a bank account?
No, ma'am.
Okay. How is it possible then that if you paid them back rent for August, September, and October, why is it that in February, just a few months later, you owe another $1,400 in back rent?
I don't know.
So you don't know why you owe back rent, but you just shell out $1,400 in cash to him to give to the landlord?
Like I said, I trusted them. They were my friends. Now they're just slugs after my
I want you to answer
money.
the question that I'm asking. You say you don't know why you owe $1,400 in back rent, but you went and got $1,400 in cash and you gave it to him to pay the landlord.
That is
Why
correct.
would you do that if you don't know that you owe back rent?
Like I said, maybe I trust too easily.
Because you're not telling me the truth, sir. You're not telling me the truth, and your lies are starting to catch up with you. Just so you know, in your answer to why you don't owe for back rent, you never said that you paid. You said that when you moved out, they agreed to forgive your debt, just so you know, okay?
Yeah.
That's what you said in your answer. I know it's hard for you to keep it straight, but let me tell you, when you tell the truth, you don't have to think about what you're going to say all the time. When you just tell the truth, okay? How long did Mr. Hill live in the apartment without paying rent? Number of months?
I would estimate it to be at least 9.
Was he evicted or did he leave voluntarily?
It became apparent that he was not paying rent, nor was he able to pay rent, nor did he show any intent to begin paying rent again. So we requested that our landlord have him removed from the lease.
These men are here to paint me as a villain, as a deadbeat, and as a person who can't handle his own self.
Okay.
Look
I'm
at
gonna
him.
tell you
He
right
looks like
now.
a...
I'm gonna tell you right now. Stop pointing.
No matter what
There
I
are
look
only
like,
three
I pay
people.
rent.
There are only 3 types of people that deal in all cash: drug dealers, pimps, and strippers. Now, if you want to tell me you're one of the 3, we can have a conversation. But if not, you're not telling me the truth.
I'm sorry, ma'am. I could not hear you.
Oh, you heard me.
Coming up on Judge Faith, the defendant has trouble steering the truth.
What happened?
Nothing.
That,
Okay.
Maybe that day someone came along and said, "Oh, this is a nice car in a crappy neighborhood. I'm gonna mess it up."
why?
That's what they
why?
did.
Why would that be a thought
That's
process?
what they did.
I'm going to go back to your answer again because I think you're having memory problems again.
And later,
She called Home Depot
When you
and stopped
say-
me and made me come back and take the rocks back to Home
Okay,
Depot.
so you didn't believe that the bricks came from Home Depot?
The brick was not packaged correctly. They do not send them out loose like that, and they definitely don't sell dirty old bricks like that.
plaintiffs Jacob Sachs and Robert Hennon are suing their former roommate for unpaid rent, utilities, and damage to their car. Defendant Jonathan Hill claims he's all paid up on rent and has nothing to do with the damage to the car.
What else are you suing for?
Damage to my vehicle, yes.
Tell me about that.
I got a phone call from John asking if he could move my car so he could park in the garage again.
Were you guys friends at this point, or you're not speaking very much?
No, I was on speaking positive terms with the defendant.
Okay.
I just wasn't.
You weren't?
No.
Because you
not
were
at all.
just fed up?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, not just that. It's just he was very condescending to us the entire time, just walking around like he owned the place when he was the only one not paying rent. It was really frustrating to live with.
Right. Somehow I get the impression that's probably true. Go ahead. So what happens? You get back to
Yeah.
Minnesota. What do you see? What happens?
Yeah, I went out to my car to go somewhere, and noticed that there was this huge scrape from the passenger door back across the rear passenger door and even onto the rear quarter panel.
Your car was not like that prior to you leaving Minnesota to take your trip to
Yeah,
California?
I know for a fact that there was no damage on that side
Okay, let me
of the
see the
car.
photos you submitted to court. Is that the scratch on the side?
Yeah, and you can see both of the missing trim panels down there, too.
Okay, what happened?
Nothing.
That,
Okay.
I put it in the garage. When he moved it out, maybe that day someone came along and said, oh, this is a nice car in a crappy neighborhood. I'm gonna mess it up.
why?
That's what they
why,
did.
Why would that be a thought process?
That's what they did.
All right, Mr. Hill, did you move the car from the garage to the street?
No.
So you never called and asked him to move his car from the garage to the street?
No.
That never happened.
I moved it from the parking place where it was into the garage. I did not move it from the garage into the street.
I parked it in the garage. Who moved it out of the garage?
Not me.
In your answer, I'm going to go back to your answer again because I think you're having memory problems again. So I'm going to go back to your answer because in
Sure.
your answer, what you told the court and what you wrote is that if he didn't want to take a chance of having your car damaged, then he should not have told you to move it to the street. You understand? From the garage to the street. That's what
Yes.
you said in your
Burden of
answer.
proof.
And in court here today, you're saying you moved it from the street to the garage. So, sir, what I'm telling you is you either have a really, really bad memory or you're just a little liar. Show me proof of the damages to your car. Do you have proof of damages to your car?
I do have photocopies of the quote I received from the body shop.
Have you had the work done?
No, I have not. I cannot afford it currently.
Just really need this money because I'm trying to move out of my house and I can't until this man's debt is removed from
Your responsibility.
my responsibility.
Okay, after reviewing all of the evidence in this case, I find that you do owe $2,474 in back rent, and I'm ordering you to pay that to the plaintiffs. In addition, I'm ordering you to pay $1,937 for car damages. You have zero credibility, and I'm gonna tell you right now, you need to stop lying so much. When you come to court and you take an oath to tell the truth, you need to start telling the truth. You don't even remember your life from last week when you submitted your answer to this case. Judgment for the plaintiffs, $4,411. Good luck.
Plaintiff Vicki Wright says her contractor is trying to scam her. She's suing for the return of her deposit in the amount of $620. Defendant Kenneth Heath claims the plaintiff breached the contract and he owes her nothing. He's countersuing for $3,000 in emotional damage.
Vicki Wright?
Yes.
You were suing the defendant Kenneth Heath for $620, the return of a deposit for work you hired him to do in your home?
That's correct.
And you were countersuing, sir, for $3,000 for emotional damage?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Ms. Wright, we would start with you. I understand that you hired Mr. Heath. You were looking for someone to build a retainer wall.
That's correct,
in your
Your Honor.
home. Let me ask you, Mr. Heath, is that what you do for a living? Are you a contractor by trade?
Yes.
And so, what do you use to build a retaining wall? Is it brick?
It's brick, Your Honor.
Okay.
Cement
May I see a
brick.
photo of your? I understand you submitted photos of your home. Let me take a look at that.
Okay.
What is this a photo of?
That's the photo of the retaining wall that needs to be done.
Okay, got it. And that's concrete. So you were going to use brick, sir, to build the retaining wall?
Right, interlocking blocks.
Okay, got it. So what was the estimate he gave you, ma'am? Did you guys enter into a written agreement?
Yes, we did.
May I see that?
Yes.
And how much did you pay him?
In the contract, it stated that he wanted half the money up front. I did pay him $620 on August the 14th.
So the total for the contract was $1,236.
Yes, it is.
And she paid you half, correct?
She gave me $620.
Okay, got it. Did you ever start the project?
No.
But she fired you before you ever started,
I
right?
hauled one load of interlocking blocks there, and I was going back to the hardware store to get the other blocks. And she called and she had told me to come back and pick the blocks up. She didn't want me to do the job no more. She said the blocks look like they cost 99 cents. I said, ma'am, you got the call slip in your hand. They cost $4.15 a piece.
Where'd you buy them from?
Home Depot.
Tell me what you thought when you saw the bricks, because that was one of the issues. Tell me what you thought when you saw them.
They were really small brick. They were black in color. they don't sell dirty old bricks like that, and some of them were broken. They were loose, sitting in my driveway. It looked like they'd been unearthed from someone else's yard or from a salvage yard.
Okay.
Got on my cell phone and called him and said, "You're not putting this stuff in my yard."
Well, let me ask you a question. What bricks are in her yard? I'm trying to understand.
The brick, I bought one load. It was 2 loads because it was too heavy for the trailer.
Okay.
Okay, so I brought 1 load of blocks there.
Okay, and you submitted a photo of how they should look.
Yeah.
Let me see that. Okay, this is what the pallets normally look like from Home Depot?
Yes.
Is that correct, sir?
Yeah.
And is this what the pallet that you delivered looked like?
Huh?
Coming up, Judge Faith makes bad business her business.
My business is to try to do the right thing.
And what's the right thing? You just kept that half of the money. That's the right thing. Don't try to scam people.
Plaintiff Vicki Wright says the deposit she gave the defendant was not used to purchase the correct building materials. Defendant Kenneth Heath claims that the plaintiff canceled the order before he could deliver. He's countersuing for emotional damage.
If she purchased the bricks and you never started the job, why didn't you refund her half of the money that she paid you?
Why did I do that? Because really, my business is to try to do the right thing.
And what's the right thing? You just kept that half of the money. That's the right thing
I
for
should
you.
have just kept it all, really.
Okay, why is that, sir? If you didn't start the job.
Because it's a breach of contract. She shouldn't have just let. She shouldn't have. If she was going to have a problem, she should have at least let me start the job.
May I see the receipts you wanted me to look at?
Yes. And the brick was loose when it came to my house, and it was dirty, and they do not sell those kind of bricks.
You brought the bricks on Saturday?
I paid for them on Saturday. I brought them there on Sunday.
Okay, perfect.
I called him and said, you are not putting this dirty old stuff in my yard.
And you admit that
I paid for new.
Hold on a second. And you took the bricks and delivered them on Sunday, the 17th, right, to her house?
Yeah.
Got it. Go ahead.
When he left my house, he took the receipt and said he was going to go get his money back and take that dirty old brick back. And I said, I don't think they're going to take that back. They didn't sell it to you.
Do you have another statement from Home Depot that shows when the bricks were returned?
Yes, it's in there. It's
Barbara,
kind
hand
of
that to
small
her.
print. But
Please pull that document out and show it to me.
here it is. Shows purchase and return.
Okay. My question is this. The bricks were purchased on Saturday. You're saying they didn't get to her house on Sunday. Who took the bricks to her house on that Sunday?
My son's employee.
So Home Depot didn't deliver the bricks?
No.
Your son's employee picked
Right.
them up on Sunday and delivered the bricks from
Right.
Home Depot,
Right.
even though they were purchased on Saturday?
Right.
Okay.
The new brick that I purchased were never picked up from their yard.
How do you know that? How do you know that?
Because I spoke with the salesperson and I spoke with the person from the yard, and
Home
they said, we
Depot
don't send
said,
them.
when did Home Depot tell you the new bricks were picked up?
They was never picked up, they told me.
Okay, that's
Yes.
what I need to know.
Okay.
That's what I need to know.
And now, Judge Faith rules.
When you saw those old bricks, in your mind, you started thinking these bricks can't be new, they can't be from Home Depot, and that's why you started calling, checking up on all of
Oh,
this?
yes, yes.
Okay, got it. I believe her. I believe everything she's saying.
Okay.
And
All
I
right.
am ordering you to, let me tell you something, Mr. Heath. I believe her. I believe what she's saying. I
If
believe
you
you
believe
showed
what
up with
she's
those
saying,
old
if
bricks.
you-
No, sir. No, sir. I believe her. You owe her $620, sir. Don't try to scam people when
Wait
you
a
do
minute,
work
what
for
did
them.
you- what- I can't-
That's fraud. $620 you owe the plaintiff.
Thank you.
If you or someone you know has a dispute, don't take the law into your own hands. Let Judge Faith rule on it for you. To submit your case, go to judgefaith.com and tell us your story. See you in court.